Let's go. All right. We Need Answers podcast. It's like episode 94, I believe, 90 something. And today we taking it back to the Real Wire series. If you don't know the Real Wire series, check it out from number 1. It's probably like 8 or 9. I'm gonna start getting the numbers right. But the Real Wire series is when I talk to people from the city, from other generations, to talk about how it is growing up in their era to what they got going on, what they had going on, and just show the evolution compared to when the other guests come on the show. So today, got my uncle in here, Uncle Smiley, better known as, Eric Smiley Lee. Everybody know him as Coach Smiley though. Big, been around my family forever from day one. Grew up with all of my aunts that been on this show, my mother, and one of my favorite people in the world, Uncle Chucky. And today he come in to talk about his time growing up, his time with basketball, sports. If you don't know, well-known coach from Dunbar, brother Kurt Lee. Anything sports, basketball in this town, you gonna know this name familiar. So we will start from the top. You can introduce.
Well, good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Glad to see a young man that's grown up and doing some good things in the community.
Appreciate it.
And anytime you want me here, I'll be here for you.
Thank you.
Okay.
So starting from day one, let's talk about when you ain't gotta get an exact year. Give me your era you came into the game when you was first born.
I was raised up in Lafayette Projects over in East Baltimore.
Okay.
Played house league, played different BNBL teams from Lafayette. Won several championships as a youngster growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Played with some Muggsy Bogues, Reggie Williams, Mike Brown, a couple other guys, Kelly Williamson, guys who came up through the Lafayette Projects, BNBL, Project Survival, Rockets.
Okay.
I played with a lot of guys.
Okay. What was it like growing up when you was a kid? Paint the picture of Baltimore, period.
Oh boy, it was tough. We stayed together because of Lafayette Projects, and everybody who was in the projects stayed together and played together. We walked to games. We walked from Lafayette Projects to Lake Clifton.
Okay.
We walked from Lafayette to Drew Hill Park.
Okay.
We just walked everywhere and we played.
Right.
We had a coach, Leon Howe, and Mr. Edgar Bell. Mr. Edgar Bell passed away, but he was he was one of the guys who helped us get to where we were. And Mr. Howe is still living, and he was the center director, and we would go in the center and play basketball from day one. We would just pick that ball up and we never put it down.
Okay. So what was in that era? What would you coming from East Baltimore?
Right.
What was your outlook on West Baltimore and South Baltimore?
Oh well, it was our rivals. that bet
in
low,
everything.
Yeah, and football and basketball. We didn't play baseball that much, but East-West rivalry, that bent low, Lillian Jones, Robert C. Marshall.
Okay.
Then it became Mount Royal. Yeah, we was always Cecil Kirk, East Baltimore, but we was rivals, Mazda Square. We always had rivalries, and we always usually come out on top.
Right. Okay. So East Baltimore had the game.
We had the game. We had the Muggsy Bogues. We had the Daryl Woods, OJ. We had my brother Ralph. We had Mike Brown. We had Timmy Dawson when we got older. Reggie Lewis. We had them all.
Reggie Lewis is they a lot of old heads say that Reggie Lewis was the best to come out of Baltimore for a long time. A lot of people say whenever I ask older guys, they be like Reggie Lewis he probably would have been the best one from the city.
He worked hard on his game.
Okay.
He worked very hard. I was fortunate enough to go to Dunbar as a 10th grader and to practice against him as a 10th grader, and they were 12th graders, and seeing him work every day on his game, doing different things to his game, and made his game better. But to me, you can't put who was the best player in that era.
Okay.
Because if you do that, you had to look at Reggie Williams, Russ. Russ was a McDonald's All-American, #1 player in the country.
Okay.
So he was probably the best player there was.
Well, did he make the league?
He made the league, first round pick with the Clippers. He also was like one of the leading scorers at Georgetown University.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's doing very well.
Okay.
Doing well for himself.
Okay.
Coming out of Lafayette Projects.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
What was it? How would you compare project living versus everywhere else?
Oh boy, it was tough.
Okay.
I tell anybody, living in the projects, we learned how to understand what's going on around you. You have to know what's around you, and you carry that today.
Right.
You have to know your surroundings around you. People, if it ain't right and you don't feel right, you move away from it.
Right. 100%.
And if things was going right, then hey, we good. But you always had to know what's around you and who's around you.
Right. Of course. 100%. When did you fall in love with basketball?
Oh, a very young age, about 10, playing in our house league in Lafayette. We played football during the winter and basketball during the summer, but we also had a house league during the winter.
Okay.
Which is from, you pay 13 under, 15 under, or 17 under. And they would sometimes, once you get up in age, like you get 13, you can play 15 and 13.
Okay.
And it made you a better player and understood the game more.
Right. So who introduced you to basketball? Would you say?
Leon Howe.
Okay.
Leon Howe. And my dad, Ralph
Okay.
Lee.
Okay. Favorite, when you was younger, what's the basketball player you looked up to?
When I was younger,
I want to say local and in the league.
locally, Skip Wise.
I knew that's what you
Skip
were going to
Wise,
say.
because Skip come from Lafayette.
Okay.
And what happened was, well, a lot of people, we lived in the low rise, so at night Skip would go on the basketball court, and he had a dog named Duke.
Okay.
Big dog. One of Mama Duke's. Mama Duke dogs, he had that.
Okay.
And he would take a dog, chain him up, and he would shoot. And the lights be on, he would shoot. And we'd be over there with him, and he would make us grab the ball, rebound for him. And he just shooting. We couldn't shoot. If you over here, you just passing the ball. So Skip Wise, LG, Larry Gibson, who just passed away.
Okay.
He was one of the guys that's from Lafayette that, looked up to.
Okay.
And as I got older, another legend, Dickie Kelly.
Okay.
Dickie Kelly was the one I looked up to.
Where is he from?
He's from East Baltimore.
Okay.
He played at Dunbar, then he went to Bay College and did some good things at Bay College, and he was pretty good.
Okay. What about in the league? Who was somebody your
well,
favorite player?
I didn't know much about the NBA then because I was young, and I'm looking at what's around me, not that further out.
Right. Okay.
But as I got older, I love Magic. I'm a Magic man. I'm Magic man.
Okay.
He's one of the guys that I say, hey, he played the game to have fun, but he also wanted to win.
Right. For sure.
And when he played to have fun and win. And that's what I do. I play to have fun and to win.
You hip to his to the show on HBO at the Lakers?
Not right now. Because I talked to him.
Okay.
He didn't like it at first. And I say, well, if you don't like it, I don't like it.
Right. Okay.
But no, I have not. But I've read that he doesn't like the show, and it treats him as something bad.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not.
You know how they do in those shows. They want to get a comment out of people. They gonna put it on there.
Right. So,
Dunbar is basically, you were saying Dunbar when you went to high school. Dunbar.
Yes.
Well, what elementary and middle did you go to? That's
139. Thomas G. Hayes is the elementary school we went to. Then we went to Lombard.
Okay.
As we went to Lombard, we would, and this is real fact, we seen some of the best high school basketball at Dunbar. So we didn't have money to get in, Moo.
Okay.
So what we would do is we would go to the front door, and the lady at the front door would tell us to do certain things. Okay, if y'all want to see the game tonight, it's sold out crowd in there. If y'all want to see the game tonight, say the Lord's Prayer.
Okay.
So we would have to recite the Lord's Prayer.
Right.
She let us in.
Okay.
Y'all want to see the game tonight? Y'all the same boys that came last week. Y'all got to do something for me.
Yeah.
And we had to go to the store for.
Okay.
We would have to do a favor for this lady. Her name was Miss Delvere.
Uh-huh.
We had to do a favor to get into the game.
All right.
To go upstairs because we just wanted to see the games. We back then, Kevin Woods, a lot of guys back then was from Lafayette that played at Dunbar. We just wanted to see the game because we didn't have the money.
Right.
We coming straight from Lombard. We coming straight up there to see Dunbar playing Northwestern, Dunbar playing Lake Clifton. That was the best rivalry, and we just wanted to see the game.
And this was the team that's from that documentary.
No, this the teams before that.
Okay.
The teams before that documentary.
Got you. Okay. So what when you finally got to Dunbar, how was that?
Man. I was fortunate enough to go to Dunbar. Well, story goes like this. I was at Lombard.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't doing a great thing in school, but I was doing my work and getting C's and D's.
Mm-hmm.
Mom sat me down and said, if you want to go to Dunbar, you gotta get some B's. You can't do C's and D work.
Right.
So I upped my grades up to B's, and I was struggling in Spanish. Mm-hmm. I was just struggling. I couldn't get that word for nothing. Mm-hmm. So she was like, okay. I talked to the man, you have to do such and such and such. I said, okay, well, I'm gonna do it, but is he gonna give me a B so I can go to Dunbar? Mm-hmm. No. Mm-hmm. So I had to apply for Dunbar twice. So I get some Dunbar. Mm-hmm. My dream was to go to Dunbar.
Okay.
I got in Dunbar. First year, 10th grader at Dunbar. First day of school, I get my schedule. I couldn't believe it. I was in a class with Muggsy Bogues, Reggie Williams, Reggie Lewis.
Damn.
I'm in 10th grader there, 11th and 12th. No, they was 12th graders. Mm-hmm. I'm in that class. All these superstars sitting around. I already knew them because I already played ball with them.
Right, and they from around your way.
And they from around the way. So I'm sitting in class. They like, hey, Smiley, you got such and such. I'm looking at them like, dude, I don't know none of this. I'm just new to this. And they helped me through. They helped me through.
Okay.
And as time I practiced against them, I was on JV. Mm-hmm. The national team that gets all the documentaries, they was 12th graders. Most of them was 12th graders. So
okay.
We practiced, the JV practiced against the varsity, and we did not well at all. But it gave us confidence playing against other schools that, hey, you practice against
the best
in the world every day.
Yeah. So I know I can
play you.
Yeah.
So we won the JV championship. Okay. And I was fortunate enough to make the varsity the next year. Mm-hmm. Didn't get a lot of time. We finished number 2 in the nation.
Okay.
But we had 2 twins, Terry and Perry Dozier, coming in. One was 6'10", one was 6'11", 7-footer. Mm-hmm. And they came in towards the end of the year. Well, that following year, 84, 85, we had, I was there. We had a kid named Sean Tyson who transferred from Southern High School.
Okay.
We had guy Clarence Hutton that was there. We had my brother Kurt who transferred from Calvert Hall. A lot of people don't know he transferred. He went to Calvert Hall for 2 years.
Oh, for real?
He went to Calvert Hall for
9th
2
and 10th
years.
grade?
No, 10th and 11th.
Okay.
Because we didn't go to high school until the 10th grade.
Oh, back then?
Back then.
Oh, I didn't know that. Because you kept saying 10th grade. Okay, I ain't know that. Okay.
We didn't go to...
So middle school was 6th to 9th?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Middle school was 6th to 9th. They call it junior high school.
Yeah, okay. Right.
They changed it to middle school.
Yeah.
So he went to Calvert Hall for 2 years.
Okay.
He comes summer before. He said, "Man, I gotta get out of here." My mom was like, "I'm tired. You don't want to go there. You want to get out. You gotta go to Dunbar."
Why you wanted to leave?
He wasn't satisfied with the atmosphere and the coaching situation up there.
It was predominantly white.
Yes. Sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Predominantly white.
So during that, let me ask you this: during that time, was a lot of racial stuff going on?
Probably was.
Okay.
We didn't know about it, but it probably was, and Kirk kept it, to himself.
Right. Okay.
So we went. He came on down. And we had several football players, and we had a very good team. We ended up winning a national championship.
Okay.
In my senior year at Dunbar High School, we won 84, 85. We won the national championship.
And you and Kurt was on the same team. Okay,
that's what's up. Kurt was on the same team. We had the Perry Dozier.
Okay.
We had Perry, Terry, Dozier. We had a nice team.
Okay.
Towards the end of the year, it was said that Kirk won the Player of the Year. He won all the accolades from Baltimore City, but he didn't get nominated for McDonald's All American. But he outplayed Perry Dozier, who had accolades just like Kirk's, but he got the McDonald's All American title because of things he did in the summer.
Okay.
So Kirk got recruited by several schools, and the deal was, if he goes to Kansas, at that time Danny Manning was there, and there was a Larry Brown, and a very good staff.
The coach Larry Brown?
Coach Larry Brown.
Oh, he was nice?
He was the head coach. Larry Brown was the head coach.
Okay.
Turgeon, who just left Maryland, was a player there.
Okay.
With Danny Manning.
Okay.
And I was going to go as Kirk's brother, but I was going to be a manager.
Okay.
And full ride, and everything was going to be paid for. Well, one day Kirk come home from West Kentucky, which recruited Kirk. He come home, he says, man, Smile, we got to sit down and talk. I said, what's up, buddy? He's like, man, I'm not going to Kansas. I said, come on, man, it's messing me up.
Right.
So he's like, nah, I can't go there. I said, well, what's up? He was like, man, I'm going to probably go to West Kentucky. So he ended up signing with West Kentucky, doing some good things down West Kentucky for 2 to 3 years. And I went on to University of Buffalo for 1 or 2 years, 1 year, came on back and went to community college for 2 or 3 years and said, okay, it's time to work, time to get a job. After that, I said, I love the game so much. I want to do something with the younger guys who need help.
Right.
So I got back into coaching. Coaching Bucky Lee.
Okay.
Bucky Lee, who helped me start coaching. He said, come on, I'll help you do what you want to do. So me and Bucky became good friends. He's no kin to me. He just got a last name.
Okay.
But he knows my dad, and he pulled me in, and I was coaching up Iowa Rec.
Okay.
For him, doing AAU and winter programs. Just kept on going and really keep in touch with Dunbar. So like 3 years into it, 3 or 4 years into it, a guy named Lynn Badham was was the head coach of the JV at the time I was at Dunbar. He gave me a call and said, Smiles, I need you to come and be my assistant. I said, okay, where we at?
Right.
We was at Douglas High School.
Okay.
I'm
Ducks.
at Douglas High School Ducks. I said, man, I
had to
thought
go
I
west.
would never had to go west.
I
said, man, I ain't no West guy, but I'm going to do it because this is what I want to do.
Right,
I have a passion for it.
Right.
So we get up and I go over there. We had a very successful year. So I did 1 year there. Coach Badham said, Smile, I got some news for you. I said, what's up? He says, we going home. I said, I'm going home. We going to Dunbar? He said, yeah, we're going to Dunbar. I said, what?
I know you jumped out your skin.
I was great. I'm going home. I got a chance to, get back where I was at.
Right,
and I love this school.
Right.
So we
Everything
go back.
came full circle.
Everything came full circle. So I go back. My first year, I'm the JV coach. I had kids that went to Oliver.
Okay.
They played at Oliver under Bucky Lee and myself. And we did very well. We did very well.
Okay.
I think we won the championship. We broke Walbrook's record. Walbrook had a record of beating like 3 years straight the JV championship and going undefeated.
For 3 years?
For 3 years.
Dang.
We went up in Walbrook and beat Walbrook.
Okay.
That's when I said, I got this. I got this. Gus Harrington was the coach there, and he was one of my dad's best friends. And after the game, he came to me and said, man, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. I said, okay. So as the years went on, Coach Badham came to me and said, man, I'm going to bow out. Huh? He's like, Coach, I got to bow out. I got health issues, and my wife had health issues.
Okay.
So he was battling out to go back down south.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, man, I hope they give you the job.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they made the decision the day before practice to give me the job.
Okay. Head coach.
Head coach,
Okay.
Dunbar High School.
Okay.
All my guys who I had on JV now are on varsity.
Okay.
We rolled. We finished 26-0.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We rolled 26-0.
Okay.
We won a state championship. We won a city championship. I'm looking at coach of the year. I'm doing things that I never think I dreamed of doing.
Your first time coaching here.
First time out.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I'm winning. We winning. So I won 5 championships, state championships, out of 6 years.
Okay.
Out of 6 years, I won 5, and I lost final because I underestimated the team from the Eastern Shore, and I didn't practice right.
Okay.
I just didn't prepare the team for that game.
Okay.
And they got me.
You just thought you had it.
I thought I had it, and they got me.
Okay.
But that following year, we came back and beat them.
Okay. That was a lesson learned.
That's a lesson learned.
Okay.
That was one of the lessons I learned.
Never underestimate.
Never underestimate. And you rolling, you got to keep it rolling.
Yeah.
And had kids going to college, had offers to do the college thing, but couldn't accept it. Broke my heart. Couldn't accept it.
Oh, for real? Why not?
Because I didn't have a college degree.
Oh, okay.
You can't coach on a college level unless you have a college degree.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I didn't have a college degree.
Okay.
So I went back to Sojourner Douglas School in East Baltimore, and I got my college degree now. And
right next door to Dunbar.
Right next door to Dunbar, and after practice, I would run over to class, sit in class, and do things I had to do to get the degree.
Right.
I learned you can't preach to kids to do this thing.
And you ain't
doing
it. Right. It's only right.
It's only right.
It's only right.
And it's lessons, like you said, lessons learned.
Yeah.
And once I got that done, I said, okay, now I can, well, some unfortunate things happened at Dunbar, and the principals got changed around, and some things came along, and they decided to go another way. Well, I was very upset. I thought that it was done out of passion or misunderstanding of things, but hey, it's done. I'm moving on.
Right.
After that, I went out to Woodlawn and stayed 1 year. Didn't have a great year at Woodlawn. Tried to rebuild some things. It didn't work out.
Okay.
Didn't work out. So I said, look, if I ain't happy, there's no reason to be in this thing.
Yeah, for sure.
So I let that go, and I went and just sat around the house and got very depressed. Like, I'm not around the game. I'm not doing what I love. I'm just depressed.
Yeah.
Well, come to find out, my assistant coach at Dunbar now is the head coach at Dunbar.
Okay.
Cyrus Jones, Diego.
Okay.
So I say, man, I go to him. I say, man, look, I want to come back to Dunbar. What role can I play in doing that? He said, well, Smile. Let me talk to the AD. I'm gonna get back with you, but you're going to do something at Dunbar with me.
Right.
Called me a couple of days later. Said, man, you can be like assistant coach, but you have to sit behind the bench. Hey, I ain't got a problem with it. I'm going to do what I had to do to get back.
You in there. So how long? What was the distance between that and when you last coached?
2 to 3 years.
Okay.
2 to 3 years. So I got back down there, and he had it going. He had it rolling. He had won 1 state championship, and he was working on the next one.
Okay.
So we get to the state. We win another state championship. We win it. We won like four of them in a row.
Okay.
We winning.
Rolling.
We rolling.
Yeah.
We getting kids in school. We got players. We getting everything going. I end up winning. What's that? 11 state championships.
Okay.
5 as a coach, 6 as assistant.
Okay.
A lot of people. 11
Jeez.
state championships.
And how many as a player?
and won as a national. Well, we won a national championship, so we wasn't in the States when we.
Okay.
We won city championships. We won tournaments. We beat tournaments. We did a lot of things in them years that I was at Dunbar.
Right.
And I feel real comfortable with it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Diego decided to move on. I said, okay, well, if you're moving on, because I came back for you.
Yeah.
I'm moving on. So last 2 or 3 years, I've just been out of basketball. Just been did a little bit of stuff with AAU, Team Mello, Bay Frazier. But other than that, just been, dipping and dabbing here and there with AAU.
Okay. So out of all of those, what's that's 11. I was about to say what's your most memorable, but it's probably
the first one.
Okay.
First one.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna tell you another memorable one. Me and Cyrus Diego had a chance to win. It was called I forgot. It was like a national tournament, AAU tournament. It was in Des Moines, Iowa. We took a group of 12 kids from here in Baltimore, all inner city kids, and we went out to Des Moines, Iowa, and won a national championship. That was the first time we won an AAU national championship.
Okay.
That felt great.
Right. Okay.
That was good too. To do that.
Yeah.
I was the head coach on that.
Yeah. I know that was a good.
That was a great feeling.
Could you go ahead?
Some of the things that basketball has given me in my life, man, I never dreamed of.
Right.
Give me a chance to travel, see the world. My children get the chance to travel and see the world.
Right.
And some of the inner city kids get to see different things. High school. Just let's use my high school experience. Our senior year, we played in Little Rock, Arkansas. No, Pine Bluff, Arkansas. I'm sorry, Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Philadelphia, DC. I think it's Erie, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
We did some travel.
Got to see the world.
We got to see the little world at a young age.
Yeah.
I never flew on a plane.
Okay.
I didn't know how, what a plane was coming from Lafayette Project.
Right.
Hey, high school, you flying planes?
Right. Yeah.
Hey, that's something special.
That's saying something.
I'm gonna tell you a story. We did not go to our senior dance. We were on they call it the phone. We was on the phone in a hotel with the young ladies who were back at the dance because we couldn't. We was in Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
Okay.
When the dance was going on, we had a game.
Y'all was on the phone.
We was on the phone. They plotted in. We on the phone. You know what they doing? Yeah, that's how it was. But I had a chance to travel, get on planes, on Disney World, Florida.
Right.
Our senior year. We beat Miami-Dade from Miami, which was #1 in the Florida area.
Okay.
Well, once we got back to Baltimore, we supposed to flew down to Miami to play in the tournament. They called and told us don't come because y'all already beat the #1 team in Florida, so y'all can't come. They canceled the trip.
They were scared.
I was like, wow, we ain't going to Florida.
Right. Yeah,
but we played some very good competition.
Who was somebody that you was playing like that made it to the league that you seen?
Memphis coach Penny Hardaway.
Okay.
Penny Hardaway played with the team from Memphis.
Okay. How was he?
He was pretty good.
Okay.
He was pretty good. I'm gonna tell you a story that I tell a lot of my kids. And when I first seen LeBron James, at ABCD All-American camp at Princeton, New Jersey.
That's when he had the yellow jersey on the.
No, he was still in high school.
Okay.
It was him, Chris Paul, Melo.
Lenny Cook was out there too, right?
Lenny Cook.
Yeah.
I forgot the other guys. LeBron, we were in the stands. I was sitting around, I'd say about 50 major D1 coaches. Tubby Smith.
Okay.
You name it. The coach was sitting there. It was one of the top games. It was Melo against LeBron.
Okay.
I sat in the middle, and I'm the kind of guy that likes to have fun.
Yeah.
I said, if this guy gets out of Ohio State coach is fired, and everybody in Ohio is fired. Tubby Smith, who was at Kentucky at that time, said, "You are exactly right. You are." They just start busting out. Everybody laughing. Say, "You say that again, but you say it a little louder." So I said it louder. He said, "I told you that he's going to get fired." Well, you know the story.
Yeah, he went straight to the league.
Straight to the league.
Yeah,
straight to the.
But if he would have went to a college,
he had to go to Ohio
yeah,
State.
Yeah, okay.
He had to go to Ohio State.
So what did he look like out there?
Oh, he looks like a man. He looks like man. He really was a man among boys. He was dominating. He was dominating. Him and Melo was like, oh, that was a great high school game. That was a good one.
I know that was a good one.
But yeah, I seen him at a young age.
And he was in Melo. This was when he was with Towson Catholic at the time?
Towson Catholic.
Okay. Yeah, because he went to Oxon Hill after that.
Oak Hill.
Oak Hill, yeah. I said, all right, Oak Hill, yeah, okay.
Well, what else?
I was about to ask you, do you what was your favorite squad that you had? The coach. Or can you say
it's been a battle. It's been a battle. I had a kid named Kenny Minor.
Okay.
West Baltimore, Mount Royal. And I had a guy, Ice, Jawan Robinson.
Okay.
And on that team I had James Taylor. We called him JT. And we had Maurice Boxdale.
Okay. Rebo.
Shout
out Rebo.
Yeah, my man. Well, that team was very special to me. We had great fun.
Yeah.
We had fun and we won.
Okay.
Rebo became a player of the year.
Yeah, I remember.
And he did well, man. He did well. He went on to school, got his degree, he worked on his master's. I think he got his master's.
Yeah.
But he did well, man. We had fun with that team and we worked. We worked hard because everybody underestimated that team and it was togetherness on that team. And we liked each other.
Okay.
We liked each other and everybody. That was my favorite team. That was my favorite team.
And what year was this? Because I remember this.
Man, I can't.
They a little older than me.
Yeah.
But I remember this. This had to been what? 03?
03, 04.
Okay. Yeah.
But that was one of my favorite teams. We won a state championship.
Yeah.
And we had fun doing it. We had fun doing it. They always reminded me, well, I didn't work at Dunbar, so when I worked for Baltimore City, so when I come in the building, I would get reports about this guy Herman Hayes or another kid didn't want to do their work. Oh, they got in trouble. And they seen me come to the building. And it was a bad day at the office. And I mean, I wore them out. And after the practice, they were sitting there looking at me like, if we can kill you, we can kill you. And I would go over there and just say, y'all finished or y'all want some more? They would get out the gym. No more. I said, well, y'all get out my gym. And it was a bad day. And they always remind me, Coach Smiley, what was going on that day? I was like, man, y'all just don't want to know. I just had a bad day.
Okay.
And y'all caught the blunt. We ran with the bricks. We ran the steps. We ran the bleachers. We just ran because my thing was, come on, fellas. All I ask you to do is go to class, do what you're supposed to do, and do your work.
Right.
And stay out of trouble.
Yeah. I
don't want to hear at the end of the day, you didn't do what you're supposed to do. They understood. They really did understand.
They wanted to play.
They wanted to play.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna punish you because you should hold everybody on this team accountable for what you did.
Right.
So they played well and we did well. We did very well. That was one of my favorite teams.
That's the one that I think I hear about that one the most out of all of them. Yeah, definitely hear that. I remember. Was you coaching when I was talking about this on another episode. Was you coaching when Dunbar played Walbrook and I think Dunbar was wearing the high top Reebok pumps.
No, I wasn't playing that.
Okay. I can't remember what year this was, but I was at that game. But anyway, Coming up in the area that you came up in, and even any area, because we know what Baltimore is and how it is growing up here. What did Baltimore do for you to keep you out of getting in trouble? Like, I mean, not Baltimore. What did basketball do to keep you out?
I seen a lot of things. Growing up in the projects and around different things, I seen what drugs can do to you, what alcohol can do to you, what going down that road, that wrong road, going right when you're supposed to go left, or going left when you're supposed to go right.
Right.
I seen that. I was around it every day. I actually seen a guy get shot in the head on a basketball court right in front of us.
Wow, you were
playing around on chain courts. He got shot in the head over drugs.
How old was you?
I was about 15 or 16.
Okay.
And I seen it. I seen what the drug did to him. I never drunk. I never smoked. I didn't want no parts of it, because I knew if this person is going this way, then wow, what their life's going to be. Right. I never wanted to experience none of that.
You just turned off.
All that, because it was like a disease that I didn't want. Yeah. And didn't want to be a part of. Right.
And it took. I imagine it took a lot of your friends out of here.
Yes, it has.
Yeah, so that's definitely something that till this day, and hopefully one day it'll stop. But it's always
it's here to stay. It's just you have to know your avenues and what you can do and what you can. Baltimore is a place where you can get things done. You can go places. You can have friends. You can do things, but you also have the guys that's pulling the coattails, saying, "Let's go do this. Let's go do that." You got to make your own decision. Right. If you make your own decision, you're good.
Speaking of that, when your brother ended up going to the league, when before he got to the league, I assumed, like you said, guys pulling coattails. I know you see a lot of guys try to hop on anybody that's nice in any sport to try to ride these coattails. How was that transition from here to going? Did y'all come in contact with a lot of guys trying to ride it with you?
Yeah, but our family was tight knit, and our circles were tight knit. Okay. It wasn't everybody trying to grab and pull. Yeah. You had to keep your circle tight, and that's what my mom always told us. Family first. Keep your circle tight. Right. Okay. What happens in the house stays in the house. Right. For sure. Okay. And if you can't keep it in your family, then you have a problem. Right.
So what was that what was outside looking in? When Sam went to the league, what was that experience like for you outside looking in?
Oh man. I tell you what, Mo. When I got that call and he said he had made the team, it was like, what? You did what? Okay, let's go, baby. I was so happy for him, because I knew the work he put in that summer before he went. It was countless hours on the court. Okay. Your Uncle Chucky was with us. He was with us. It was countless hours at different gyms, passing the ball, shooting, passing the ball, shooting. When he got the call to come to the New Jersey Nets to do the tryout, he just put in his mind. And I asked him, I said, man, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it.
Kept saying
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to make it. Okay. When he got the call and said he made it, he was, oh man, I was like, wow. Yeah. He made it.
Right. It sounds surreal.
Yeah.
You don't meet nobody go to
then
the
you go
league.
up there and you see that he made it. He's sitting on a bench.
Right.
Then you go to the next game, he playing against the Magic. Yeah. And we playing against Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Right. Yeah. They on the court and you sitting right there looking at him. Right. Then you go in the lock. Then you go back in the locker room and they walk in the hallways. It's like, wow, he made it.
You're right. Yes,
and then you see Derek Coleman or his teammate. It was amazing, man. It was nice. It was real nice.
What's one of your favorite games you see him play? Like even out, whether it's high school, local,
college.
Okay.
When he played against Oklahoma in the NCAA.
Okay.
Ooh, he put on a show.
Okay.
He had 33.
Okay.
He had 33 in the first round tournament, and they lost to Oklahoma, which they should have beat them, but a couple of here and there calls and some missed shots. But he had 33 against Oklahoma.
Who was on Oklahoma team?
Wayman Tisdale
Okay.
and Mookie Blaylock.
Okay.
They had a very good team. They had a real good team.
Okay, Mookie Blaylock.
Yes, sir.
When you say what was when you was coming up in high school, what was the other high school teams that was like that?
Well, when we was coming up, it was Lake Clifton,
Mm-hmm.
Walbrook, Southern,
Okay.
which is now Digital Harbor.
Yeah.
Northwestern was okay,
Mm-hmm.
but Emerson,
Mm-hmm.
we had to go over to Emerson. But I don't think none of them guys practice hard as we practice.
Dunbar.
And we practice hard.
Right.
It was intense and it was hard.
Okay.
And that made them games much easier.
Yeah.
But we practice hard. Them Lake Clifton games are battles,
Mm-hmm.
but we just out-practice or outplayed them guys because we wanted them more.
All right.
We wanted them more.
Who was your who was your favorite? Who your favorite out of Baltimore that hit the league, touch the league?
Out of Baltimore,
Yeah.
that touched the league, and I played against or I
Period. Like even if you like this kid gang, you like whoever, like it don't matter what era.
It had to be the LeBron James.
No, from Baltimore.
Oh, from Baltimore?
Yeah.
It was Melo.
Okay.
Because I got a chance to see Melo basically grow.
Okay.
From a kid going to Towson Catholic, coming down to Dunbar, and sitting on the side waiting for his buddy, Kenny Minor.
Okay. Yeah.
To finish practicing, and they go hang out. And he just grew as a person and as a man, and now he's doing the great things.
Yeah.
He grew. He grew.
For sure.
He grew.
For sure. I always ask everybody, my older guests on the show, a memorable event that happened growing up in Baltimore. Like one of the first episodes, Ronald Barksdale, he said it was he one of the ones he remembered was the riots when Martin Luther King got killed.
Okay, gotcha.
I think Jackie said I can't remember what Jackie said, but any event that stood out to you growing up.
I can tell you, I forgot what year it was. Skip Wise and Shotgun, we call him Shotgun,
Mm-hmm.
was playing the Maffa down at the Baltimore Arena.
Okay.
The Dunbar and the Maffa game,
Okay.
which I got a chance to see.
Right.
And I was little, but I understood what was going on.
Yeah.
The Maffa, the top notch, and Skip Wise and them coming in, and Baltimore not getting that respect. Everybody will walk over Baltimore to get to D.C. or go to Philly.
Okay.
But Baltimore stood out.
Right.
With Skip and
Mm-hmm.
down in the arena.
Right.
Jam-packed.
They went crazy.
They went crazy. Dunbar beat the Maffa.
Okay.
So that was one. And I got to see this team from New York. I'll never forget that. Team from New York came down with these guys, all the accolades. They read accolades for 4 days. I mean, All-American this, first team this, this and that. And they played in a tournament over at Douglas.
Mm-hmm.
And Baltimore beat them. It was I got to see that. It was real good. And I seen Louis Black Magic from Philly come down and get beat. And down at I also seen the Dunbar Cabell Hall games.
Okay.
A lot of people seen that.
Okay.
I seen them games.
Who was on Cabell Hall?
That's when Pop Tubman.
Okay.
Dwayne Farrell.
That's serious.
Edwards. The Edwards.
Okay.
Edwards brothers, who played with us down at Lafayette.
Okay.
Daryl and Paul. And they won they supposed to have been like a co-national championship game.
Okay.
Yeah.
What city outside of Baltimore do you think had the toughest basketball players coming up?
I say we right up there, but that New York, New Jersey, and then I put it like this. New York is always going to be because of New York.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's big, and it's
yeah.
Then you got DC.
Okay.
Us, then Philly.
Okay.
Then New Jersey.
Okay.
But New Jersey has, in the last couple of years, have moved ahead of us because I think we're slowing down We're not producing as many,
Yeah.
but they're producing a lot.
Jersey.
Jersey.
Yeah, they do got a lot. They got a lot of people in the league too.
Yeah.
Like Kyrie, Carl Anthony Towns, all them.
All them guys. See, they got a lot of guys.
Yeah.
So I think that five right there is on the East Coast.
What about the West Coast? What did you think about LA guys?
LA guys, they LA guys. They gonna come and play hard and do the things they have to do. But East Coast basketball and any college coach will tell you, if you have a Baltimore kid on your team, you got a thug.
Okay.
They call us thugs.
Okay. We got the respect.
We got the respect because we're going to play harder than anybody, and we're going to give you 120%.
Okay.
A real Baltimore guy, they call them thugs.
Okay. They say our attitude.
They love us. They love Baltimore guys. They say they play with the toughness and the grit.
Right. Okay.
DC guys don't play with that grit.
Okay. What they specialize in?
They smooth.
Okay.
They smooth. New York guys can't shoot jump shots.
They just handles.
They handles.
Layups and handles.
They want to handle the ball. Can't shoot. Baltimore, we give you both.
Yeah.
They go inside and out.
Yeah.
So they love ball. Any college coach will tell you, we love that grit in Baltimore.
Okay. Till this day they gonna say
that. That's what they say.
Okay.
That's the output.
What for the documentary that I keep referencing for y'all, for people who don't know, it's a Dunbar documentary about the legendary team that came out of there. Right. What was your did they have an impact on you, that team?
Yes. Like I told you earlier, and I practiced against them every day. I was in the 10th grade, they was in 12th. Most of them guys were going on to be successful in their college careers, but I was in a classroom. I was in Muggsy's classrooms, and I walked the hallway with them and talked to them and sat at the lunch table with them. And I felt that though I was a part of it, but I wasn't on that team. Right. Because I was on the JV team. Yeah, I was on that JV team, but I grew up with Muggsy and Reggie.
How was Muggsy growing up?
He was the same way he is now. Okay. Nice and quiet, play hard. And knew that, hey, I'm undersized, but I'm gonna outplay you.
People try to
never could intimidate him at all.
Okay.
Never could. Okay. Never. It's that Baltimore grit.
Yeah.
That's that Baltimore stuff.
Right. I always heard it. Like I said before, I always heard. I started looking at Reggie Lewis when he was playing with Boston. When I look back at the footage and stuff and all that, and he went out that way. He went out was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
That was a shocker.
It was special. That was something real shocking.
Yeah.
He could have went to any college. He went to Northeastern.
What made him choose that?
To this day, we didn't know. I thought he was going to go to something very big, but he went the route that he felt as though he was comfortable.
Okay.
Because Reggie was a real quiet kind of guy.
Laid back
kind of guy, but going to school with him and seeing him day to day and talking to him sometimes, he just wanted to do his own thing.
Right.
He wanted to do his own thing and be his own person.
Right.
And that's what he did at Northeastern.
Okay. Yeah. What they a lot of times when I always heard, like, watching stuff and listening to interviews about basketball players from here, they always give them. You was talking about the grit, but they always say like the attitudes be what set us back a lot. You agree with that?
Yes. Because sometimes we choose to get bigger than what we are.
Okay.
We try to do things that we shouldn't do.
All right.
And we get caught up in things that we shouldn't get caught up in.
Yeah.
And that hurts us a lot.
Right. And they get a lot of people out of good players out of bad situations.
And get you in some good situations and get you out of situations.
Right.
So
go ahead.
We have a knock on good and bad. We can be good for you, and some of us can be bad. Yeah. So it goes both ways.
Right. You gotta find that balance.
You gotta find a balance. And you gotta do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's all that counts.
Right. What would you is it any players, you ain't gotta say the name, but you can reference it. Anybody that you was like so big on that didn't like went the wrong route, like a player that you had, like you got it, but you just chose to go the wrong way. You ever had anybody like that? Or seen potential in somebody?
I've seen some potential in some kids, and they They choose to do other things, yeah.
Okay.
They choose to do. I seen potential with a couple of kids that I had down in Dunbar that chose to go different routes.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's what you're comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with that, but don't bring that around my team.
Yeah. Okay.
Understand what I'm saying? Yeah. You keep that away. If that's what you want to do, that's fine with me.
Right.
But at the end of the day, that's you, and this is my team. You keep that away.
Right. And keep it moving.
Yeah, keep it moving.
Keep it moving. Definitely can't bring nobody else down.
No, don't bring them down. I might let you that happen.
I always ask people doing these episodes what Baltimore mean to you. Right.
Well,
that's like
this is my home, man. I like I said, I've been a lot of places, but I'm always gonna come back to Baltimore because I know, hey, it's my home. My parents still live here. My family's here, and it means a lot to me.
Okay.
But to see some things that's going on now, it's just heartbreaking.
It is.
Crime wise and other things, we need to turn this thing around.
Yeah, for
we
sure.
Need to really turn it around.
For sure.
And I think the one thing that we need to do is get some of these wrecks open.
Yeah.
These wrecks, because that's what we had. That was our outlet.
Yeah.
Go to the wreck.
Yeah. The only thing now though is that kids don't even like to do physical stuff no more. They like that phone and all that. So that's the toughest part. But the ones that want to play and do stuff like that, then they need to.
We used to travel. Summer ball was the best time because we played against the Cecil Kirks. And like I said, we played against the Bentlows, the Cecil Kirks, Robert C., Lillian Jones, Johnny Howe. We played against them every summer.
Right.
And so we look forward to playing against them. But in the wintertime, most of them guys came to Dunbar to play with us.
Right.
So it was like all summer long, we playing against Cecil Kirk. But when school time comes, Cecil Kirk come down to Dunbar.
Right.
And we still battling.
Right. All year long.
All year long.
What about the Dome?
Oh my Lord.
Any memories of the Dome?
The Super 8, BNBL, Midnight Madness.
Yeah.
Craig Cromwell, lately Craig Cromwell. But I'm gonna go back. Camp Concern. Okay. Camp Concern was a program that we had that my dad ran. And what happened was we go away for camp all day long from 8 to 4, and then we come back. And then they had an adult, it was a BNBL adult league up under the dome, and man, we watched some of the best basketball we can watch.
I can imagine.
And adult league.
Right.
And like I said, Dickie Kelly, Larry Harrison, it was a lot of guys that played in that adult league. And my dad played a little bit, but I got a chance to see some of that.
I can imagine.
I got a chance to see one day DC against Baltimore.
Okay. How was that?
Oh man, Stevie Francis.
Okay.
That's when Stevie Francis went to Maryland. Before he went to Maryland, he came over here and they brought a team from over DC, Daryl Prue, Stevie Francis. It was a bunch of them. Well-known kids from over DC. Kirk Smith played against an all-star team from Baltimore. It was packed.
Who Baltimore had?
He had Kirk, he had Mike Brown. He had a bunch of guys.
Okay.
He had a bunch of guys that did well.
Steve went crazy.
Oh, he went crazy. He went crazy.
He used to jump out the gym.
Yes, he did. He dunked a couple up out there that night. I mean, there was people on the fence watching that game. Man.
I know that was
packed.
serious.
It was serious.
You talked a little bit about DC, but how was the DC Baltimore rivalry?
Oh, it's always going to be a rivalry.
It was.
They call it I-95 against South against I-95 North.
Yeah.
It's always going to be a rivalry, and to this day, it's nothing but a rivalry.
Yeah.
But we play and we have fun.
Right.
It's nothing very serious.
Yeah. Well, who was your favorite or guy you like coming out of DC? Any era?
Oh man,
You thought it was tough.
Kirk Smith.
Okay.
Kirk Smith. I seen him at Coalition.
Okay.
Kirk Smith.
He went to the league or he went to?
No, he didn't.
What college he went to?
I forgot where Kirk went at, but
Right.
he was tough. He was tough.
Okay.
He was tough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that always been they different. But I love my DC guys though. But they used to, a lot of them PG County guys.
Yeah, well, they all are guys.
Yeah,
PG,
yeah,
Silver Spring,
Yeah.
all of them guys.
yeah.
I seen Kevin Durant
Right.
play against, played in one of them leagues over there.
When he was before the league.
Before the league,
Okay.
Kevin Durant.
He was like that then.
Yeah, he was like that.
KD tough.
KD's tough.
He tough. We wrapping up now. I was about to ask you. When I was following up, what does Baltimore mean to you? The second part of that is, what do you feel like it made you? Like, what you feel like you got from being raised here that you feel like you can't get nowhere else?
First and foremost, awareness.
Okay.
In Baltimore, you got to keep your head on the swivel.
All the time.
All the time. You
All
got
the time.
your awareness for things, and like if I go to New York or if I go anywhere else, they know that you're out of town or you're from that Baltimore area because you got your head on the swivel.
How you carry it.
and how you carry it.
Yeah.
And you ain't you mixing and matching, but
Right.
hey, I know I got my back and you got my back and I got you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep on looking around.
For
It
sure.
ain't no looking straight ahead.
For sure.
Like in New York, you look straight ahead. You don't pay attention to nobody
Half
on
the
the
time they
side.
don't even look straight. They looking down, walking
on
and all
that phone.
that. Yeah.
Baltimore, you looking.
Yeah, you
looking.
better keep your head up.
Yeah, because you never know what's gonna happen.
Exactly, for sure.
Right.
What I was about to ask you? I had another question for you. I just had it. It's gonna come back to me. But dang, I just had what I was gonna ask you, man. Anyway. This is what I was gonna ask you. Do you watch basketball now? The NBA?
Yes.
Who's somebody you like in NBA now? What team?
I'm a
What player?
man. I'm a Lakers man to the.
I can't stand it.
I understand, but
I can't stand
we
it.
struggling right now. But let me tell you a guy. I call him walking triple double. I don't understand what's going on.
Who that?
Westbrook. I don't understand what's going on. Man,
Can't nobody figure it out.
It's personal or it's something going on.
Yeah.
And nobody can figure out. And you're right.
Yeah.
I just seen him. I went to a game in New York when they played the Knicks and the Nets. I went to 2 games in New York and I went out to LA.
Mm-hmm.
I still can't figure it out.
Yeah. And he don't give you no kind. You
He
can't read
can't
him either,
read him.
really. Say, yeah.
You can't read
Because on the
him.
post game, he talk like he cool.
I'm
but,
cool. Everything's all right. It's just
Yeah.
I just had a bad night.
Right. Yeah.
I done seen when I was in LA watching the game, guys, the whole arena hollering, pass the ball. I'm looking at him like,
Yeah.
Westbrook is probably the best player, one of the best.
It's crazy.
It's
I don't know if I
wild.
ever witnessed something like this for somebody like that was nice like
walking
that.
triple double.
Yeah.
Now he can't even get a triple double.
Right. Yeah, it's
But
crazy.
Lakers is my team. I'm gonna stick with them.
You
Thick
got
and
to.
thin. When we got LeBron, I said we're gonna win the championship.
Mhm.
We got LeBron. We got AD. We got all these pieces, and we can't get out the basement.
Yeah.
We can't get it rolling. It's something about they don't play defense. That's the first.
Nah.
I watch them.
They get cooked.
They get cooked
They get
every
cooked.
night.
Mhm.
But AD has to come around. He
Yeah.
has to get off this injury reserve list.
He always hurt though.
Well,
He always hurt.
well, we gotta get him some pills or something, get some bone structure or something.
Go ahead.
But we gonna be okay. Lakers gonna be okay. That's my team.
What
That's my team.
about March Madness? Who you like in the March Madness?
Right now? I'm watching March Madness, and my favorite team in NCAA, and I'm a Michigan State man.
Okay.
I'm
Because of
Sparties.
Magic.
Magic.
Okay.
Sparties.
Okay.
I'm Sparties.
Okay.
But I slept at Arizona the other day, and I say, oh, they might can win it.
Yeah.
I like Arizona.
Yeah.
And
I like
Gonzaga,
Gonzaga. Yeah.
Gonzaga got a chance.
Yeah.
But I thought if Memphis would have kept playing the way they played,
They could have
beat
beat
them.
it.
They could have beat them.
Yeah.
But Arizona looks strong.
Yeah, they do.
Arizona
They do.
looks strong.
They do. I like how they look. Last question. Who is somebody what's a coach that you admired coming up, like the style of a coaching? Who was a coach that you always liked? Or
coach that I always liked was I like the way what's his name Lefty coached. I like the way Lefty coached.
okay.
And University of Maryland Lefty Gazelle. I liked him. And this some other, watched a lot of guys and try to pick one thing from one person and try to put it all together as mine.
Yeah.
And do what I do. John Thompson was another figure that I watched.
Okay.
And understood what was going on. Georgetown. And pick some things from him too.
Okay. What how do you determine your style of coach? Like
I'm friendly, but I'm hard, and I want to be a winner. I'm just a winner because I want to win.
Right.
I don't want that second. I want all out hard nose playing. If you give me 100%, I'm good with it.
Right. Okay.
If you give me 50, we got problems. We're gonna sit down and talk.
Yeah.
We're gonna sit down and talk. And I ain't got no problem with talking to you and telling you straightforward, you're not giving me what I need.
Yeah.
And that's the way I am.
Okay.
I'm a straightforward guy.
What's it for anybody listening that might be a coach or upcoming coach? What was some advice you would give them?
Just use your intelligence and your strengths to make you a better person.
Okay.
And that's all coaching is. I'm gonna use these drills to make these guys better. Also, I'm gonna be better because I'm making somebody else better.
Right.
If I'm not making them better, I'm not getting better.
Right.
So I'll use that. Let's get these guys better, and I'm gonna be better.
Okay. So my final question. Final question.
Come on.
You said a bunch of names all day.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to give me your top 5 Baltimore basketball players ever. All any
Thanks,
era.
Boo.
All
Thanks,
your
Boo.
top, and they don't gotta be the best, but
Okay.
your favorite.
I'm gonna tell you this, and this is how I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Skip, Dickie Kelly,
Okay.
Reggie Williams, Muggsy, and Kirk.
Okay. Gotcha. That's a good list. It's a good list. I like that.
Hey,
I like that.
I'm giving you,
I like
I gotta
that.
put Kirk in
I
there.
like,
That's my brother.
yeah. Of course. I like that. I like that.
Now, coming off that bench, I'm coming with Mike Brown.
Okay.
Mike Brown. Keith James.
Okay.
I'm coming with him.
Okay.
I love the way Keith played and the way he carried it.
They both East Baltimore?
No, Keith James is from Robert C.
Okay.
West Baltimore.
Okay.
Another guy over there that played well, Rudy Archer.
Okay.
He played well.
Okay.
Rudy
Archer. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bentlow. He was Bentlow.
Okay. All right. Well, in closing, we're going to re-wrap it up now. I appreciate you coming. Everybody who listening, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We Need Answers Podcast on YouTube and on the podcast apps, and please keep it in it. Well, so you said right now you're not doing anything with the
Right now,
okay.
I'm gonna get back in the AAU.
Okay.
But right now I'm just chilling.
All right. Okay.
I want to get back in the high school coaching, but I want to pick the right one.
Right, I understand. So you would coach
I
other
would
than
coach.
Dunbar?
Yes, I will coach
Okay.
high school.
Okay, that's what's up. All right. All right, well, in closing, we out. We Need Answers Podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was good.
Oh,
That was
man,
good.
boy.